Get into your prospect's head. The 5 types of social proof you need to know. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. JR Fisher here. I'm going to talk about social proof. This video is very, very important if you're selling any type of products or services online, because knowing these different types of social proof can make you a lot of money. It's funny, the other night I was shopping for some items and they were cheap items. They were $10–20 items, and I'm looking through them and I don't click and I don't buy. What do I do instead? I look at the reviews. I start reading the reviews. One of them said, "This is really squeaky and kept me up all night." I didn't buy that one. Another one said, "This was great for small dogs and ones that like to cuddle." I bought that product. Now, why do I care? Why do I care about what other people think about a product? It's been proven that 91% of the people that shop online read reviews, and 84% of those people say they trust those reviews as much as they would trust a close friend. Why is that? Why is it that people will look at reviews and say, hey, that product's for me because this stranger liked it? I don't know. I don't know why, but the point is, people love to look at social proof. And what is social proof? It's just other people's opinions. And if you think about this, let's say you're going out to dinner, you're walking down a street, and the street has a whole bunch of restaurants, and there's 2 restaurants you're interested in, and they happen to be side by side. And one of the restaurants is a bustling restaurant. You can see there's a lot of people in there. There's a few people waiting at the front door to get in, and the restaurant next to it, equally as good looking restaurant, but there's nobody in there. There's one couple in the back corner eating. Which restaurant would you go to? Probably the busy one, because somehow we think that if that restaurant's busy and a lot of people are patronizing it, we don't know anything about the food, we don't know anything about the staff, but we just look at strangers and say their activity dictates that that's probably a better restaurant. Now, in this video, I'm going to talk to you about the 5 types of social proof and how you can utilize those to sell your products and services online. The first type of social proof is user social proof. Now, I mentioned this in the beginning. I was looking for some products online and I'm reading reviews. I'm trying to see what strangers are saying about that product. Now, under that also falls testimonials. People who buy a product feel compelled to give a testimonial. They say, hey, I love this product. It was perfect for me. It helped me lose weight. It got me in better shape. It helped me cook in the kitchen better. Whatever it was, they gave some type of testimonial, and that's the first type of user social proof. The next one is a user review, and we'll see this on various websites. I know Amazon's big on that. I mean, the reviews are unbelievable on there, how many reviews are on there, and we tend to think, well, they have no stake in me buying this product. They're just giving a review, unless they're an affiliate, and that's a whole nother story. But bottom line is, they're giving a review and we're reading the review. We're trying to see what they thought about this product, what issues they had, what things they actually liked. And then the last one is a case study, and case study is really more a story about how somebody liked a product or didn't like a product or found it good, found it useful, whatever. And we love to read those case studies and see what happened, because it's more like a story form. And that's the first one, and it's user social proof. The next type is expert social proof. Now, we see this happening all the time where somebody's a celebrity or somebody's really good at something. I watch a cooking channel, and this particular gentleman on the cooking channel does some great videos, and I really enjoy watching it. But when he recommends a knife or he recommends some type of gadget or tool that he uses in the kitchen, I'll find myself going on Amazon or some site and trying to locate that item. And if I can't find it, it's frustrating. I'll try to find out who manufactures it, all because a stranger who I consider an expert has recommended it to me. That can also fall under the influencer post. You know, maybe somebody who's an influencer, maybe somebody who is really good in digital marketing is recommending a particular software or website or something, and I read it and I go, oh my gosh, that person's really good at digital marketing and they're recommending this, so it must be good because they're an influencer and I'm going to listen to them. The next type is celebrity social proof. Celebrity social proof, because somebody's well known, because somebody knows who they are. And I think about it now. Hertz has a commercial running right now, and it's got a football player in it that was very, very famous, and he's known for being fast, and he's going in, getting his rental car and coming out real fast, and he's a celebrity. What he knows about rental cars is probably zero, because he probably doesn't rent cars. He's probably driven around everywhere in a limousine. But the celebrity status of this individual makes you want to buy that particular product because you respect what they've done. Now this could be an actor, this could be a sports person, this could be a chef, this could be anybody that you consider a celebrity. Number 4 is crowd popularity. I remember when I was a kid, I used to look at McDonald's sign, the Golden Arches, and they would have how many burgers they sold, how many billions of burgers they sold, and the number went up and up and up and up. And I don't know if they have it on the sign anymore, but they understood this principle, the power of the crowd, the power of the crowd. If that many people bought their hamburger, if that many people came to their establishment and spent money, well, it must be good, right? So there's that power of the crowd. The wisdom of many people must be right, or that many people wouldn't be buying that product, wouldn't be using that service, wouldn't be going to that location if it weren't true. But that's another form of social proof that you guys should be using. And all of these things you can use, but if you have a lot of people buying your products and services, you can use that as social proof. Right now I own a company called Survival K Food. We've been in business for 11-12 years, something like that. We've sold thousands and thousands and thousands of people our product, and we have almost a 0 return rate because people love this product. And when I tell people about that, they go, wow, that must be a great product because so many people are buying it. Number 5 is the wisdom of friends. What is the wisdom of friends? Wisdom of friends is where other people bought a product and they decide to do a social share. They decided to say something good about that particular product. I use Yelp a lot to find restaurants and hotels and different places, and I love to go in there and read the comments of a restaurant, and I'll sometimes discount some of the bad ones. So during the world illness, a lot of people would rate restaurants down because of slow service, or they would rate them down because of the delivery of the product looked bad when they got it to their house, when in fact that may not be the restaurant's fault. I go to a restaurant because I want good service and food, but good service right now is kind of tough because a lot of restaurants can't find enough employees, and if they can't find enough employees, then of course the service is going to slow down. If they tell me that the waiter was rude or something along that lines, that's a whole different thing. But if they say there wasn't enough wait staff and I gave them a 1 star instead of a 5 for that, I don't consider that the restaurant's fault. And as far as the food being delivered to the house and it wasn't in good condition, I don't even consider that the restaurant's fault. There's so many delivery services such as Grubhub and Uber Eats and all that, and I would blame that service first. So if they were to grade the restaurant down on that, I discount it. So I look at the wisdom of friends out there, friends being people who eat at the same places I do or go to the same places I do, and I look at what they have to say, and most people say they check that stuff out. If you remember in the beginning of this video, I say the majority of the people look at these reviews and they read them, and I think 84% of them actually trust what they have to say. So when you look at the wisdom of your friends out there, and your friends being your social friends, and I'll carry that a step further. If somebody on my friend list, if somebody's actually a friend of mine on Facebook and they recommend something, I'm going to be more likely to check it out and believe it than if somebody's outside my group of friends, if it's just somebody on Facebook that says something. But if they're a friend of mine on Facebook, then I'm going to somehow trust them more. And keep in mind, my friends on Facebook, I think I have close to 5,000 or whatever. I don't even know all these people, but we've had some type of interaction because we became friends, so I'm going to trust it a little bit more. Now what you need to do is go through this entire list from the beginning. I suggest you go back to the beginning of this video and pick each one of these items I gave you and think about how you can incorporate it into your site. Can you put some testimonials in there? Can you put some reviews in there? Do you know some celebrity people that could maybe say something about your product? What could you do to make your products more reliable, more dependable, more believable? You can do it through using one of these 5 social proofs. They're very, very important. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got a lot out of it. I hope you use these things, and I tell you this because I see a lot of people gather information and they go, wow, that's good information, that's really good stuff, but they don't do anything with it. So make sure you do something with it. Take each one of these and think about how you can apply it to your particular business, your website, your social media. How can you utilize these things? If you do, you're going to sell more products and services, and you're going to make more money. Now below in the description I have a course. It's a $97 course, but it's going to be absolutely free to you. All you have to do is click and learn. This is for a limited time. There's no credit card required. Also, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And don't forget to ring the bell, turn on all bell notifications so you're notified each and every time I go live or if I upload a video. I appreciate you watching this video so very much. Love each and every one of you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click that little bell right there so you can be notified every time I do a new video. Also, click on one of those videos there. Keep watching on my channel.